Well, we've been at it now for 24 hours. It is now Monday, April 14th, and it's 9:04 right now. Here's a picture of our first day's track, first 24 hours. Not too bad. And here are our stats. 110 miles in the first 24 hours. Not bad considering that we were becalmed for a couple hours there. Averaging 4.6 knots. Yeah, it says max of 55.4. I don't think we were ever going that fast. I love how this thing glitches every once in a while. But that was one day's run, 110 miles. So that's pretty good. Last night with the roll, and the winds weren't that strong last night, but the Maine was slamming pretty good, so we went ahead and we pulled it down, and I have just one becket around it, so it's kind of ugly looking right now, but hey, I'm not here for a beauty contest. And now we're just running under the full general on almost a dead run. Rod reached a dead run, and she's doing okay. We're slowly inching in closer to shore, and every once in a while Raymond complains that he can't hold the course because it's pretty rough out here right now. Well, it's rolly here right now. In close, it'll be a little bit calmer, but I can't go in too close because then I just have to come back out to get around Diamond Shoal and off of Hatteras. And right now, it'll be about 3 o'clock this afternoon, 3 or 4 o'clock this afternoon, I guess. The winds are forecast to stay the same as they are. I can tell I'm getting close to the Gulf Stream if I'm not in it. We're at the very edge of it. The water is absolutely beautiful. Well, if we're making 5 knots with just a little bit of jib out, I guess you know what the winds are doing. It's 6:42 in the evening, and we have just doubled Diamond Shoal. Hoo-yah. Pretty much on schedule. You know, I'd figured it would be between, 6 and 7 o'clock. Here it is. But boy, it sure took a long time to get here. Today was just... well, it was a rough one. I ended up having to jibe, tack downwind, jibe and then jibe and then jibe, because the seas were up so much that the autopilot just couldn't handle the roll. It kept throwing us all over the place. So even with that, the autopilot shut down on me at one point, and I was like, oh my gosh. And see, he's squawking again. Okay, he caught it. I was afraid that I was going to have to hand steer and really start working on the sheet to tiller, which I haven't done yet. But I was able to get it going again. He just wanted a break, so I gave him a break and he started up again. Hopefully he'll continue on for a while. I shortened sail and all of that to give the autopilot a little bit easier time, maybe. But I coming up off the shoal, or off the shelf rather, I was seeing at least 10 and 12 foot swells from time to time. But just a very, very active sea coming around the Outer Banks today, which, well, that's the Outer Banks. Now I'm headed into get in closer. Once I can get into the lee of the banks, hopefully these seas will subside and we'll still have some good wind. I'm running under just the jib, and I have it reefed down to about 100%, so about 30% reefed up. And we're still doing 5.5 knots. So hopefully we can maintain the wind and ease off on some of this rolling and pitching and very active sea state, and we can continue on up towards the Chesapeake, which is probably about this time tomorrow we'll be up to the Chesapeake, and we'll see what we do from there.